Transitioning from fossil fuels to renewable energy is critical to reducing greenhouse gas emissions.
More and more solar fields and wind turbines are popping up across our state.
Rachel Perry has you covered on the big and small ways we're seeing renewable energy being used.
What was once a farm field now sits thousands of these solar panels as far as the eye can see.
It's here to stay, and it's the future of energy.
Steve Schultz works for Madison Gas and Electric.
Our first wind farm was built in 1999, so we've got some wind, we've got more solar as of now, is becoming growing faster.
Solar panels convert light energy from the sun into electrical energy. That's converted to the type of electricity we use in our homes, in turn reducing the planet heating gases that come from burning fossil fuels.
And that by 2030 we expect to be, generating electricity with 80% fewer carbon emissions than 2005 levels.
This here is just one example of what these solar projects look like. The O'Brien solar fields cover roughly 160 acres with about 60,000 solar panels, fueling energy for local businesses, municipalities, and institutions. Take Holy Wisdom Monastery.
We have this gorgeous land. How can we preserve it for the future generations?
Sister Mary David Wallenbach tells me for 70 years they have paid attention to the needs of the earth.
And the earth is reacting to all the things that we have done to it without perhaps caring enough for what it needs for people to survive, as well as to take care of the people who are here.
Their goal is to produce 100% of their energy needs on site from renewable resources.
They said, we really should be planning ultimately to get to net zero.
Mark Hansen brought their vision to life.
When you say, how does a score sheet look at the end of the year? The monastery will have produced enough of its own energy on site to meet all the needs.
I'm told the efforts are working, both reducing our carbon footprint one solar panel at a time. Reporting in Dane County, I'm Rachel Perry.
Schools, businesses, and counties in Wisconsin are playing their part in reducing greenhouse gas emissions. Forest Edge Elementary in Oregon is the first net zero school in the state. It has a solar array on the roof for power and geothermal wells for heating and cooling. The school opened in 2020, and after its first year, it generated as much energy as it used.
One company in Madison makes a biofuel that serves as an alternative to fossil fuels. Viren converts the carbon-based sugars from plants like corn and sugarcane into fuel, which burns cleaner than petroleum-based fuel. It's already been used. A 2021 United flight from Chicago to Washington, D.C. exclusively used the Viren fuel.
In Dane County, the landfill has a way to keep methane from being released. The county was the first in the nation to build a biogas processing facility. The facility captures methane and turns it into renewable natural gas.
We do now, we clean it up, we take the other portion, the other 50% out, and we have a product that can go into the natural gas pipeline just like regular conventional natural gas.
The facility is connected to an interstate transmission pipeline. The renewable natural gas can be bought and sold across the country. It also has an offload station where other biogas producers, like the biodigesters we mentioned earlier, can bring their gas and connect to the pipeline. There are many ways for you to reduce your carbon footprint.
The Inflation Reduction Act offers tax credits for energy efficiency home upgrades.
It's the most significant piece of legislation to address climate change the U.S. has ever passed. Cynthia Hirsch used it to help replace the windows of her home in Madison. She showed them to U.S. Energy Secretary Jennifer Granholm in March.
Our bills for the last 2 winters were over $1,000, and our bills this winter were somewhere around $725.
The secretary said the next step is to make sure people are aware of the program. Now, there are simple steps that you can take too. Follow the 3 R's: reduce, reuse, and recycle, and cut down on your food waste. We've got more about this on WKOW.com right now. You can also trim your energy usage by switching to LED light bulbs, and consider driving less. Walk, bike, carpool, or take the bus where you're going. Another thing you can do is to plant native species in your garden or outside your home. Another way to fight climate change is to encourage others to join you in taking action.
It's going to take all of us to do this. We each have a role in solving our climate crisis.
Thank you for joining us. Good night.